that depends with your level of being, your IQ. You need to have a high IQ, they're not a high EQ. Then we go to WhatsApp. I think that's for each and every person to just like, that's a personal place. So we can post things there for kids, we can post things there for anyone. Like people who, so WhatsApp is the understanding community. That's how we communicate. We can be ourselves there, literally. And then we come to Facebook, the app that has been around since maybe I was born, or just a bit after I was born, I don't know. Mark Zuckerberg. The people, so you know that something has been around for long, right? Like let's talk about a network that's been around for long. Something that's been around for long. Now in 2025, which is the third decade of the 21st century, the middle of the third decade of the 21st century, Facebook is not that popular, except amongst people that are old, except amongst people that do not live in the economic society as a lot of us. Hence, what I mean to say in this is that people on Facebook, they don't have that much money, because Facebook is like an old app, doesn't require much data, you can even do Facebook Lite. So you just want to think about first of all, I'm not going to say it because then I'm going to say, oh, there Ashley goes, controversial. So I'm going to say, when you think about Facebook, think about the people that use Facebook, right? Not much data required. You know what I'm saying, right? Then it's been around for a very long time. You don't find AMA 2000s there by Facebook. It's been around for a very long time. So you can think about the age group there, right? Then when I see Facebook is just an easy app to use. Like Instagram is quite difficult, you know, posting this, posting that. Facebook, you can just write something, you can post anything. It doesn't collect, watch your grammar, you can just... So you want to think about the brain surrounded by Facebook, and then you put all of those three facts together and come back to me and tell me, what does Facebook give you? A bunch of people that are probably, you see, there's those apps with that range, and then there's Facebook with the people of brains that are the IQ, the EQ, that's the bank pockets, that's so, I mean, I don't get angry with anything on Facebook because I don't expect much. I mean, it's like you expect a rat to speak. It's just free fall. We don't expect anyone's feelings. We don't care what anyone says. That's why personally me, I don't comment. I don't like posting on Facebook. I'll post from my Instagram, then it goes to Facebook. I don't interact with like people that are rude. I have a lot to lose in life. So if I'm gonna interact with rude things, I mean, people can assume that I act with rude people. They can assume that I am rude. But people that really know me, they know that I'm not rude and I don't interact in such things. So I have a lot to lose. So I'm not going to be interacting on apps where people don't, the level of understanding is not on mine. And I'm not saying a bad thing. It's never too late to educate yourself. I'm really not saying a bad thing. You can always educate yourself so that you know you don't always stay by Facebook. You can come maybe by us by Instagram, X, TikTok, but you choose not to. So you must stay there by the blue app. I mean, it's like I expect my little brother who's 7 years old to know trigonometry, you know? I expect him to know the hyperbole graph. He doesn't know it. He doesn't know it. He just doesn't. He's not there yet, but he'll get there. I'll go sleep in 3 minutes. I won't sleep, but I'll leave this. Facebook stand up. I mean, they're sitting cozy wherever they are. I don't think they're going to stand up. And even if you tell them to, they might not understand what stand means. They might just continue sitting. But they'll get there. I have no hope that they'll get there. And clock what I said. I have no hope that they'll get there. But they'll get there. Time out, ref. There's no time out. I'm not saying anything wrong. People always say you said, I'm not saying anything wrong. If you're smart enough, understand what I'm saying. Take facts. You can't just judge things without facts. I always say you need to have facts when you're judging things. Take facts and then you'll see that I'm not wrong. You'll see I'm not wrong. Actually, I'm going to go on Google and I'm going to put this on my Instagram story. Between all the apps, the amounts of people that are participating on such apps, who has the most rate of suicidal on which apps? I can guarantee on TikTok, it's very positive there. Very, very positive. Yeah. It's just the way it is. It's just the way it is. So, okay. Here's my car keys here. When I see my keys, it's like I must go for a ride. I don't know why. I've been getting a lot of perfumes, guys. When are you smart? You know, there's not a lot of things that I claim about myself. Beauty, I've never claimed that. Body, I've never claimed that. Being likable, I've never claimed that. But being intelligent, I'll always claim that. Always. Always. Because it's not that I was always intelligent. I learned, I kept quiet, I watched things as things went. And then that's how I became very insightful. Like my dad and my sister, they're very smart. And my sister's even younger than me. But when we were younger and they would speak, I'd feel like a popeye, like a stupid, you know, because there's this child, she's 2 years younger than me, actually 3 years almost younger than me, and my dad's very smart, and then there's me, like not on their level. So I kept quiet, and then I picked myself up. Now they can't really argue with me, but then they could, but now they can't. Like, yeah. Nine bar. Time out riff. Very smart. Thank you. Love you, Ashley. Good night. Don't go. I'm late. I'm just. Thank you, Ashley. It was good to see you. 2-time. Oh! There's another thing that I never got to tell you. Now we're talking about degrees, right? I mean, I've seen this thing like, oh, first when I came in somewhere, someone asked me if I have a degree. I said, no, I don't have a degree. Then the timelines of my graduation, they don't make sense. So to get an undergrad degree, your course, remember I finished matric when I was in 2016. So it's not like now after 2020 where courses are 4 years, right? You can do a course that's 3 years and that's your undergrad, and then you do a course like after your bachelor you do a 1 year honor, so that's 4 years, right? But with me, I studied for 5 years, and then undergrad was 3 years, and then 2 years for the extra things, right? So in that case, if I studied 2017, 2018, 2019, if you graduated and you went to university, you would know that if you studied 2017, 2018, 2019, you don't graduate end of 2019, you don't have the ceremony. You have the ceremony 2020, April. You see, that's when they say, okay, you've graduated. Then as you're doing that, as you're still asking you to come for your graduation, you're now maybe studying your honors or whatever that is. You're already in that next course when they ask you to come and graduate. So in 2020, who graduated? I want to know who graduated. Who had a party there for their undergrad? Who? I finished school in 2016, 2017, 2018, 2019, undergrad. Right, we wait for 2020 to graduate, but when we are trying to graduate, COVID happens, but we are still studying for honors and whatnot. Okay, that's how it goes. Anyway, so I hope you know now how I got my stuff and why there's no pictures. Okay, anyway, bye guys, I'm done. Now I don't know how to end.